To be blunt, they're not interested in you, unless you're a kidnapper, a thief, or someone who intends to do harm.
Yeah.
If you have nothing to hide, nothing to fear. Speaking of the flock press, though, another thing I've been seeing, a lot of flock stuff on our timeline, a whole lot of flock stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there, you can tell there's a lot of people out there trying to just do pro-flock content right now. And a lot of them work for flock, but like literally you look on their thing, it's like COO flock.
Or a lot of them are
whatever.
invested in flock.
Yeah.
Because it's making a lot of
And
money.
so you'll see these things like, oh, this person robbed a gas station and they were caught with a flock
3 states
camera,
away.
you know? And so my response to this is basically always, these people act like crimes were just never solved. Like before this entire AI mass surveillance network, basically never solved anything.
Crime was rampant.
Just didn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just couldn't go anywhere. You got robbed. No one ever figured out who it was. Someone stole your car. Never found the car. It's gone forever. It's never been found ever in the history of people stealing cars. Like it would have just never been solved. This person would have been on the FBI's most wanted gas station thief if it weren't for Flock. The free press, that's your Barry Weiss. Like, you guys probably know who the free press is, but if you don't, it's like a lot of propaganda of a very specific flavor. They're very pro-Iran war. In this case, they're very pro-mass surveillance.
Most likely getting paid.
Oh, they got paid.
Yeah.
They got bought. Here we go.
Do you ever feel like you're watched? That's the panic behind a new fear sweeping across America. People are freaked out about surveillance from our employers, our nanny cams, and our phones watching our every move. And right now, this anxiety is being taken out with electric saws and cans of spray paint on tools used by law enforcement to keep us all safe. The target? Flock safety cameras. In upstate New York, someone cut down a Flock safety camera with an electric saw. In Oakland, California, another was covered in paint. And in Idaho, someone rammed one with their truck. And in good old Florida, a man just sits in his lawn chair with a cardboard held up for the lens. Since January, roughly 23 cities have canceled their contracts or shut off their Flock camera over Fourth Amendment concerns. There's even an open source intelligence website, DFlock, that's finding these cameras so people know exactly where to vandalize them. Here's what's actually under attack. In 2025 alone, the system...
So people know where to vandalize them.
Yeah. Some people could use that. Just like when you search... I've seen specifically, there's this app on my phone called Waze. And if you search McDonald's on there, it shows you exactly where to vandalize them.
Exactly where to go to rob McDonald's.
System help locate 10,000 missing people, about 27 people a day, or about one every hour. Over 40% of agencies said Flock helped recover over half of the stolen vehicles in their jurisdiction. In Indiana, an infant abducted at a shopping center was found in under 2 hours. In Ohio, a missing girl was located in under 30 minutes. And this is the tool that people are treating like the enemy. It is fair to have concerns about how companies use and track our data, but that's not what these cameras are for. To be blunt, they're not interested in you, unless you're a kidnapper, a thief, or someone who intends to do harm.
Yeah.
If you have nothing to hide, nothing to fear. If you're not doing anything wrong, it's fine. It's fine. Why would you be worried if you're like a good person who's not breaking a law and just a polite member of society? Nothing to worry about at all.
Nope.
Except for, as we talked about earlier, I guess on Wednesday, that's not what these are for. Okay, well, currently right now, we do know about the misuse. There has been some misuse, for sure.
There's been arrests.
There have been arrests.
Because of the misuse.
People have been fired. Okay, that's the thing. But that's not even the main thing that people should be worried about. That's something that we don't like, but that's like pointing to a welfare program and saying the problem is fraud. Like, no, it's the whole program is the problem. And you point at the Flock cameras and say the problem is stalking by police officers. No, that's like a symptom of the deeper problem, which is the camera system itself, and the fact that eventually, as our government grows more and more authoritarian and tyrannical, which is just always happening, it's literally like, just look at a line, just going towards that, okay, that eventually they're going to have this system and they're going to be able to track everyone who is not wearing a mask during COVID or whatever the next pandemic is.
Organizing a new political party.
Organizing protests. How are you going to form your militia? You know? I think it's important that we form a militia, Charlie, but we're not going to be. They're going to be tracking us
I saw a post the other day.
everywhere.
There's like literally a flock camera just erected outside of a gun store.
Just right there.
Yeah.
You know, of course that's what they're going to do. They're going to track every single person that goes in and out of the gun store and a million other things that we're not thinking about right now.
They don't need to force you to register your firearms.
No, you're registered.
They'll just watch you buy ammunition.
There you are.
And guns. And they'll know what type of gun and everything you got.